Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play. Today I will be explaining the history of the Gaveen SMP. This is going to be a bit of a long one. I have 4 pages of script that I'm going to have to read to you. Oh no, it's 5. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a long one. I'm going to do one take. Unless I absolutely screw it up. But hopefully that won't happen. Yeah, let's get right into it. It started out when my cousin, Gaveen, messaged me on Hangouts. Yes, Hangouts. The Google messaging thing. But don't worry about it. He messaged me and said, hey, wanna join my server? And I was like, sure. And I told him, alright, be ready for mass destruction. So then, I asked my 2 friends, Sleepy Blanket and Nerdy Devil, to join me. Now, there were 3 countries at the time. There was Bad, which is me, Sleepy, and Nerdy's IRL names. Sleepy said he was going to be neutral and would choose the winning side, kind of like Spain. The other countries were Ireland, which was a neutral country that was trading with everyone, which included Can the Pan and Milkshake. The other country was Pog, which included Huff Puffy and Gavin. The first war started between Pog and Bad. Not much happened. Pog was close to finding the Bad base, so I decided to dig in a straight line for 1,000 blocks. I was very proud of myself, because I'm pretty sure I did it in I did it more than an hour. It was a lot of time, like 2.5 hours. With stone pickaxes. And we moved the base there. And then Pog moved their base. And the most important part of the war happened. We moved again to 6,900, and 4,200. Yeah. And they somehow found our base within us, just like getting there within 2 days. Somehow. And Pog was coming to blow it up, but Sleepy was there and stopped them. You see, we had found TNT a day before, and removed it, so they wouldn't have been able to. But both Huff and Gavin came to the base. But Sleepy killed both of them with max netherite. It was quite an insane fight. It was pretty cool. It was quite the victory on our side. They had lost the war and then immediately declared war again. For whatever reason, they declared war again. And they blew up the base that I had dug 1,000 blocks to. It took like 7 minutes to walk to, and they blew it up. So I started rebuilding it again, but stronger. And then there was a vote to end the server, and it ended. So starts the second reset. Here's the longest one so far. We made a rule that there can only be 3 countries, and the 3 countries were as follows. Phaland, but was short for Ireland, which included Ultimate Failure, Skeptic, their leader, as well as Skybin. Sussland, which included me, Nerdy Devil, and Bubblegum. And there was Pogmania with Gavin and Huff Puffy. There's other people, but they aren't part of a country, so they're just on their own and aren't part of the overarching story. Nothing important really happened for a while until the Golden Bandits show up. The Golden Bandits were griefers who would leave signs around and destroyed a few of people's bases, including the Hobbit Hole. The Hobbit Hole was a place of peace and was always meant to be peaceful, accepting everybody. And then it was blown up and destroyed. It's fixed now, but everyone was super mad about it. Blame was shot at everyone, but no one knew who the Golden Bandits were. Before this, Phelan trusted that Sussland would always be there for Phelan in military support. And anything in the trade that we get Sussland would always be there for Phelan in military support, and anything in the trade that we get are invaluable things. I'm bad at explaining things, and my past self was bad at explaining things. Basically, we would fight for them, and they'd give us shinies. We were the poorest country at that point, so it was a good deal. But Phelan set up a plan to draw the Golden Bandits out. They moved so that their base wouldn't get destroyed. They didn't tell anybody but me. Here's the perspective of one of the members of Phelan. At New Phelan, we heard that griefers were running around. This is Ultimate Failure. who I'm talking for. We heard that griefers were running around spawn, placing blocks and breaking our wall. I tried my best to find out who it was. We thought it was Polar and had a trial before the We had a trial. Before the trial, Polar's netherite was stolen, and we searched for it, but never found it. We voted to check logs and found out it was Huff. The trial was off for now, and later a few people left the SMP mad at griefers for ruining their builds. So me and Phelan tried to lure them out. I did a big countdown to nothing, thinking the one who was the GB would come out. GB meaning Golden Bandit. The one who was the GB would come out and say something. This never happened, and we added to the chaos. Gaveen, who was the original Golden Bandit, thought we did the bombings and wanted war. Gaveen won't admit to lighting old Phelan's main house, but I know it was him. We then declared war on Gaveen, knowing we could win. We destroyed New Phelan and the iron farm and moved to a bunker under old Phelan. Gavin found it, and we moved to the nether. That was later found. We then moved crazy far using many portals on the nether roof and in the nether. We are now residing there until it is attacked. That was ultimate failure, or UF as we call him. But the Golden Bandits were sadly not the greatest threat. The war between Phelan and Gaveen, part of Pogtopia, but it's sort of the only one part of it. It was sort of a cold war at this point, but a little into the war, Gaveen asked me and my team to be on his team, which was a little bit of a problem because I already was with Phelan, and Phelan, his enemy. I said yes because I thought it'd be funny, and I could spy on him for Phelan and get coordinates for them without Gaveen realizing. They then blow up his base so that there's nothing left. During this, Shazam joins the server and says he's going to wage war on everyone on the server before he is even joined. He gets on the server and realizes everyone has enchanted netherite armor, the best stuff in the game. They then blow up Gaveen's base, and I feel bad for Gaveen, so I secretly told myself that I'd be secretly helping him through the war, and at one point Skeptic, part of Phelan, had trapped Gaveen and was going to kill him. The thing is, Gaveen combat logged, meaning he had left the server when Skeptic attacked him. So Skeptic could put a barrier around where he was before he logged off. And then Skeptic called me on Discord and he said he has won the war and said he has nothing. Hey guys, it's the part of the video where I tell you to subscribe, because as you can see, a very large majority of you aren't subscribed, so I ask that you subscribe, please and thank you, because it's free. Nothing to worry about, and I was agreeing with him, but while Skeptic was talking, I was also messaging to Cam the Pan, which is Gaveen's brother, and I was like, get him out of the trap, and I was telling Cam the Pan to get Gaveen out of the trap. While this was happening, I was talking to Skeptic, saying that he has nothing to worry about, saying there's no way he could get out. So Gaveen gets out of the trap, and me, Cam, and my brother, #brothergang, I made a group on Discord, and I called them, and I called them all. I told them we need to strike the base now or never. This was a big leap of faith on my part. I told Gavin that I was on Phelan's side, and I also told him that he couldn't tell anyone, as it was imperative to both our survivals that he couldn't tell anyone. Man, a bit repetitive. I haven't even informed my team at that point. I don't think I've even told them now. I haven't even informed my own team that Gavin knows of our alliance, so we travel to the nether. We start traveling on top of the nether to New Phelan. And Skeptic logs on the server. Heck, our plans are getting messed up. So we get all the way to the nether portal base in the nether. So I message Skeptic and I ask where he is, and he says he's right above me. He was using cheats to go into spectator mode. He tells me not to tell anyone, but the words that come out of my mouth next are, guys, don't look up, but he's right above us. And guess what my brother does? He looks up. And then Skeptic messages me. He says, shh. And I'm like, oh no. So he goes away on the ice track. And so do my brother and Cam, as they don't have good stuff and they aren't on the boat. And they are on the boat. And as they are on the boat, Skeptic shows up right in front of them and kills them right there. They didn't stand a chance, sadly. Me and Gavin have a small fight to make it seem like I'm still on Skeptic's side. Gavin goes into the portal and I go to pick up my brother's stuff. Skeptic then goes into the portal. I follow a bit later and find that Skeptic was trapping Gavin again, filling a hole with lava in creative mode. I call him and I tell him he's done enough. Luckily, my cover wasn't blown, and I was still safe. Later, we had a trial for Skeptic and said he had to do some community service hours. We also held a trial for Shazam. We basically banned him for a bit. He wasn't too happy with me. Then me, UF, Gabby, and Skeptic created Safe Haven. It was 4 big towers that meant protection to anyone that wanted any. I set up a big farm near it so we could do food, but then everyone was done on the server and we reset it again. And that comes to the most recent events in the SMP's history. The newest countries include the Mulman, which is Skeptic, Gaveen, Ultimate Failure, and Skybin's there too. He's a friend. The Beehive, which is Nerdy Devil, Bubblegum, Milkshake, and a Polar, Domestic Pigeon, and Junkyard Ghost. And I'm gonna have to make some changes because things change every day. Will is part of Beehive now. I put that in the script. That's Will was part of Fish Gang. Fish Gang is me. Shazam. Plain is Will. He changed his username. And Kolya. The only ones that are really part of Fish Gang now are me and Kolya. Kind of sad. Yeah. And I was kind of sad the last server and I wanted to go out with a bang and blow everything up. But since they ended it before I could do that, I'll just do it to this server. And while this was happening, the Beehive was looking for a flower forest. Unbeknownst to everyone who wasn't on Beehive, they found a flower forest. I'm not upset. Well, not anymore. And a little after that, the Fish Gang teamed up with the Mullman because we wanted to destroy the server. You gotta understand, it was mutually beneficial, and I wanted to play the bad guy, alright? And you know, they were very rich and gave me maxed out stuff, and somehow Gavin found the Beehive base. And I went there to see what it was like. And I was undercover for 3 days. Lost my place, where'd it go? Undercover for 3 days. And I hid and spied on them. The first day, I was sort of trying to figure out stuff and make a little secret base under the ground. Make a little base secret underground. Secret base under the ground. Alright. Second day, I log on and see Bubblegum and Nerdy on the server. I couldn't remember where I logged off in their base, so I didn't know whether or not they would immediately see me or not. But a cool thing on the server, we set up actual teams, and the teams have like text on them, so you can see what team a person is on. So it says Fish Gang, Mr. Manta Ray, and it has different text colors, if that makes sense. And another cool thing about it is that different teams can't see the other team's name tag, which is fun because they wouldn't see me if I was hiding, and I didn't have to crouch. Can't see other teams' name tags, which means I could hide pretty easily, but I log on, and I'm in the middle of their base. Luckily, they don't see me. I'm on call with Nerdy and Bubblegum, so I can talk to them. I immediately log off, and I know where I am, but I don't know where they are. So I log back on, and I run off, and I'm playing it off cool. And I go to the other side of the river next to their base, but I left my good stuff in my ender chest, and go to the small base under the river that I made. I tell Gavin that I need his help, because I was sort of stuck in the base, because I had nothing good in my inventory. I could hear Nerdy and Bubblegum talking about a music thing they were making. I could hear it in-game and in the voice channel. I was sort of freaking out because they were very close, so I tried not to make any sounds, because they could probably hear me. So I tell them, "Hey guys, what if we went and played some Bed Wars? That would get them off the server, so I could get my stuff." But Gavin is telling me that we should place a TNT. I tell him not yet, but he does it anyway. Then I go play Bed Wars with them. I was freaking insane in this game. I got 20 kills. It was freaking insane. Anyways, Gavin places the TNT, and Milkshake finds the TNT the next day. Sleepy DMs me. He's like, "How did you find my base?" And I told him that Gavin gave me the quartz, and I tried telling Gavin not to blow it up. Blow up the base, and I say that he shouldn't. During this, the Empire tells of its presence, which includes Chem, Eternal, Frisky Whiskey, and sort of Fish Gang. Fish Gang sort of joined and stuff, and it's kind of weird. Anyways, Gavin blows up Beehive, only a small amount. It was still sad though, and Gavin turned into a terrorist. The mole men, they kicked Gavin out, and they're like, "No, we don't want you. This is not what we wanted." Ultimate Failure made Safe Haven. A lot of people joined Safe Haven. Gavin joined Safe Haven, but he was killing people uncontrollably, and they're like, "One more chance, and you're out, bud." Will joined Beehive. Beehive moved. They're gone. Reduced to atoms. I'm out in retirement. I'm really far out. You saw in my most recent upload. Gavin wants to blow Safe Haven up and stuff. Yeah. Well, that was it. This is 16 minutes of just me talking. This is going to be a great fun video to edit. Anything else I want to say? Thank you all for watching. I do request that you hit the subscribe button. It really does help out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's when I can start being an actual YouTuber and having this my job. I'm going to cut it off before it turns into 20 minutes. I'll see you all later. Bye!